Yes, sir.
All right. Welcome to the next episode of Talk Smack with Mac. I'm with my dog, LijahT, jumping on the pod. It's been a while.
It's been a minute.
Yeah, man. How you like the spacing right here?
You know, I'm loving this setup. You know what I'm saying? The real setup, the whole curtain setup, the aesthetics. You got the Talk Smack with Mac and the little lighting and everything. Got the lights going. Got the little Mac. You know what I'm saying? Got the mic set up on the tape. You know what I'm saying?
I'm trying to do big things. You feel like far away, though.
I know. It's like...
Yeah. Usually, since I've been in this room, I had two people there, so I'm kind of interacting right here, right there. But right here is like, damn, it's a long table. All right, man. So it's been a minute. You've been doing some things.
Oh, yeah.
Baby to the Game, been out for a minute.
Yeah, it's been out for a minute now.
When it dropped? June
11th, I think. Came out June 11th.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken.
So it was a summer vibe.
Yeah.
Got us through this fucking blistering heat that we had in this motherfucker. Tell me why we had 115 for 2 weeks straight? I remember it was 113, 117, 116.
Remember how it was the festival? The Kustock thing?
Oh, we was hurting. Didn't we wear jeans?
You wore, I think, did Kyle wear jeans? I wore hoop shorts. I forgot. You wore pants though, but it was blazing hot.
I don't ever wear pants, people, and I chose to when it was fucking 113. Representing my dog, showing out.
Sir.
Let's talk about that Kush Fest.
Let's talk smack.
So, Baby to the Game 2 dropped.
Yeah.
And then Kush Fest was a little bit after that. That shit was fun.
Yeah, man, it was dope. That was a dope experience to really go and just to do the first show after a minute. So that was a dope experience to really get back out there and knock the rust off, Got some more stuff lined up, so, I'm pretty excited about it. So I'm real juice.
That's one thing you said first show in a while. That pandemic is fucking people up. People forget that, superstar artists took time off, a long time off, still getting reacclimated. So you can only think of people that are still trying to get out there and get their name. This is how you guys do this shit. And it just came to an absolute halt.
Came to a screeching halt.
A lot of people, that dream of being a rapper kind of died with this pandemic, man. I feel a lot of people don't even know.
Honestly, yeah, people went through a lot of stuff this pandemic, myself included, and you get tested and you just find out what you made of, honestly. You find out what you really want to do. And we got set on our ass for a minute, so we had no choice but to figure something out because I knew I didn't want to stop.
Yeah.
But man, that was hard.
Yeah, for sure.
It was a challenge. I can't even front. It was a real
one thing that I
challenge.
brought up to you earlier, when I said I not necessarily lose interest in things, but when I start something new and I like it a lot, I'm 100% on that new thing, right?
Yeah.
And I was gonna ask you, when times like the pandemic, how the hell do you stay focused and stay on task of the goal in hand when you're tested like that? You're not making any dough. It's hard to make music unless you are benefited from certain situations like you were. But it's you don't have that feel to get in a room with people and actually vibe out like usual because of the little situation that we're going through right now.
It made me a better artist when it comes to making a song and everything, because now I'm starting to see everything's starting to get put together and composed songs, not just little nitpicks like that. So that's what I took from it. I really sat down and studied a lot, watched a lot of movies, read a couple books, not hella, not gonna lie, and I just listened to a lot of music. So I just had to keep myself busy and just doing stuff. And my daughter a busybody too, so that's what kept me busy too.
Oh yeah, she's gonna keep you on your toes.
Yeah. So
that girl's up and moving.
So that's what really kept me going through it, because like I said, we had no choice but to sit down and really sit there and be okay, either we can sit here and ride out whatever project. I forgot what project came out before Player Therapy, or we drop Player Therapy and let's see what it do. Then it did its thing. Then we was okay, we're still in the pandemic, so let's sit there and let's drop another one. Mm-hmm. And that one did better than the other one. So we just figured out how to just really push the music on the side. Yeah, that's without shows. That's without shows. That's without videos. That's without all that stuff.
That's another thing that
Yeah.
I was going to bring up, how artists are being affected. The videos.
Yeah.
You know, during the situation, because of, you know, weirdness in the beginning and stuff like that, people are still affected. You can't get with certain, you know, cameraman or whatever it may be to make videos and shit. That's tough.
Yeah, like, you know, it's crazy. I just shot my first video a couple weeks ago. That's the crazy part.
Let's talk about that.
So that was dope. Like, that was hella fun because, like, you know, it was a whole different vibe and setup, because I've tried to shoot videos, but, like, you know, you tap in with cameraman and, like, you know, it was just pandemic, so like, I'm not tripping. Timing was just bad last year, so it was just like, you know, it is what it is. Like, you're not really tapped in with a dude like that. I get it. Like, you know how people not tapped in with an engineer or like artists like that. Like,
Yeah.
I get it. So that's why I didn't take it with no grain of salt. But like, that was a dope experience because I got to go back to where I went to school at, and shout out to Cal Lou, you feel me? Kingsman all the way. We might take the D3 Sky Act this year, so championship. But
Talk that shit.
you already know. Shout out Coach Lugo. But it was dope to go back to my stomping grounds, and you know, Kyle got to see it too, so that was pretty cool. He got to see where your boy went to school and did all this stuff, and where I started like making music at. So it was cool to go back to where like it really all started from me. Even though I did start in South Central, I was living in Thousand Oaks at the time when I was rapping, so I was going back and forth. So that was a dope part, to go back to where it really started and to shoot something for the first time back to where I started at. So that was a good ass feeling to do it 5 years later. Like,
Yeah.
that's dope.
Yeah, man. 5 years. That's just a testament to the grind, to the
5 years.
focusness.
5 years.
I'm tired as fuck. It's been a year and a half for me. I'm like, God damn. 5 years.
It go by fast, man. It really do.
Yeah.
It go by like that, and you'll sit there and you be looking up and you like, damn. 1 year went by. And you're like, okay. 3 years went by, and now I'm sitting there. I'm like, damn. It's been 5 years now. Like,
Yeah.
But it's a dope feeling. Like what we've accomplished and everything. What I've accomplished, like I don't complain.
Yeah. Especially this last year.
Yeah. This last year.
Last year been crazy,
Yeah.
crazy. You know, it goes to show that you stay on task, you stay focused, that, you know, you're going to see those jumps. You're going to make leaps and bounds.
Yeah.
It just takes time.
Yeah, it really do. It take time and just, you know, just sticking to your craft and just being a good person. You know what I'm saying? And like,
Yeah,
just remaining
man.
humble about it. Like, you know, sorry to talk your stuff sometimes, but like, you know, just do it like you've done it before. Like, and we're gonna keep it pushing. I'm gonna turn that 500,000 to 500 million. Like,
Straight up.
straight up. Like, that's what I'm shooting for. Like,
You know, that's one thing that we're witnessing right now. You said that 500,000 to 500 million. We always preach that shit starts at home.
Yeah.
You know, where you started from, and then also Vegas. You know, that's where we're at now. And I feel like we're witnessing a start of like some Vegas history when it comes to artists, because I just feel the love and the togetherness is starting to come together.
yeah, it's starting to happen.
Yeah.
It's starting to happen.
Especially here in North Vegas. You
Yeah.
know, everybody from the neighborhood is on something. And it's just a matter of time, man.
Yeah.
It's just a matter
you
of
know,
time.
It's, if, like, you know, we just got to keep that same energy and demeanor, like, when it comes to really working with artists, instead of thinking that you better than somebody. Figure out what they better than you at, and try
Add to the
get better.
cohesion.
Add to it. And
Yeah.
they might think the same of you. So,
Yeah,
like, you know
straight
what I'm
up.
saying? So like, instead of thinking that you always better than somebody, like, you know, it doesn't hurt to work with other artists. Like, and I'm not knocking Vegas at all, but I've let's see, Vegas artists I've worked with: Queasy, Ivy, Davon, Ron, and I think that's it. I go to California, it's like
Ridiculously more.
25, 35 people. Like, you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? And it's no knock. It was just, you know, we all, I don't, and then, like you said, it's starting to happen out there. We just understood, like, you know,
Because it's been like that for a while.
yeah, it's
out
been like
there.
that, I guess. So, like, you know, it was natural
people,
to us.
Yeah,
so.
people have been teaching the game, and the
Yeah.
game been the same out there for so long that the generations have bought onto it.
Yeah.
Versus out here, it hasn't started yet.
Yeah.
So we're still people like you that's reaching out to other Vegas artists, is starting that bond, that cohesion in Vegas that, you know, LA has, the Bay has, Atlanta has, New York has.
Yeah.
All of them places, they have that love for everybody in their backyard.
Yeah.
So, like I said, we're going through it right now.
Yeah, and like, you know, like you said, once everybody is literally on everybody else's shit, and vice versa, then everybody
Now you got the city.
We literally can make each other rich. So how do you think RJ, Dom, and all them did it? Nipsey and all them did it. Currency. How you think they all did it? And you still look at it. You look at all their old stuff. Everybody worked with each other. Literally everybody. So, you know, it's gonna happen.
Yeah,
it's gonna happen.
It takes time, man. It takes time, and it takes a little bit of, I guess, letting your guard down a bit. Don't worry about your ego, your reputation.
Yeah, you gotta put the pride down. Yeah, you gotta put the pride down, the ego down, and just really just work. Like,
yeah,
you know, just put in that work and really just keep chopping at that tree.
Yeah, you know, one thing that, you know, speaking of Vegas artists, you got at least one, I know that's supposed to be on the new tape, right?
Oh, yeah. Yes, sir. I'm tripping.
Who they supposed to be?
Ron.
Yeah, shout out to Ron.
Ron's going to be on the tape.
Ron, got to get you on the pod still.
My boy Davon Collins, Show.
We heard Show before. Show got bars. Shout out to Show.
Yeah, then me and my homegirl Kyra White. I know if y'all went to Findlay in Johnston, and y'all should know Kyra. She's
bringing out the middle schools.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so, you know, we working on the little stuff, and so it's pretty dope. I'm pretty excited.
Yeah,
it's gonna be pretty cool.
And new EP. How many tracks?
7.
7-track EP. What's the details that you could get of people? What are we looking forward to? You got some videos coming. You mentioned that, man. Give us all the deets. Let's hear it.
Oh yeah, man. The EP's called 7. It's my 7th project. So it's gonna be 7 tracks. And it's gonna be real feature heavy because, you know, my last couple ones really haven't. So, you know, that's why I'm doing that. And it's just my gift for rapping for 5 years to myself, honestly. I'm not even trying to be funny, like,
yeah, going out there having some fun.
Like, it's just having some fun, honestly. And, like, you know, it's a gift to the folks too, because, like, you know, compare from Black Thoughts to Baby to the Game Part 2, it's like night and day from the support. So, like, you know, it's gonna be a real dope. It's gonna be a real dope aura about the tape that a lot of people gonna really sit there and be like, oh, okay, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna be real dope. I'm real juiced about it. Like, you know, the production on it and everything, and the producers that we got working on it, and the artists. I'm just excited. I'm real excited.
Speaking of the new tape, 7 tracks. How many videos ideally would you like to have on that?
It's gonna be 3.
That's 3 for sure. Yes. Okay. Do you have any details for those? Any ideas?
Oh yeah. The video, not the video, the song with Ron. It's called Rut. Definitely doing the video to that. Then I also have another feature that I'm not gonna say. That's a LA legend that I'm pretty juiced about. In my eyes, like, to us, if y'all listen to Dom and all them, like, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I'm pretty juiced about that. So
I know.
Yeah, you know, but, like, you know, so I'm pretty juiced about it. So it's gonna be a dope experience. Then the other track is gonna be, what's the other one? Actually, Ron's on 2 tracks. It's gonna be 2 videos actually with Ron, probably.
You gonna do them in the shop?
Yeah. I was thinking about doing it in the shop.
Yeah, that'd be dope. That'd be dope.
Yeah, so it's gonna be dope, man. I'm real excited. This shit really gonna be real different.
Do you have a time frame set up for when you're shooting the videos?
We're trying to line all that up right now, honestly. Well, I'm trying to line it up. We got the shows coming and stuff, so I gotta jungle that too. Then trying to jungle getting all the recording done and all the features in and stuff. Then make sure the engineer's straight with all the mastering and mix, like, you know. So I'm just juggling everything.
It's overwhelming.
It's overwhelming. It ain't overwhelming. It's just a lot of shit.
Once you get everything rolling, bro, it is overwhelming. Straight up. You got a kid. Having a kid right there, that's overwhelming. So you add everything else to your plate. It's like, how do you find that balance? Where does that balance come from? For me, it's like trial and error.
Mine's is just shit. I signed up for it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I want this.
I want it. My baby wasn't an accident.
How much weed do you gotta smoke?
You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Like I smoke a lot of weed.
That's that balance right there.
But like, you know, when I was done playing football, when I got done doing all that therapy and stuff like continuously for years, I didn't realize how broke down my body really was until I stopped doing stuff and stopped working on stuff that was always injured. And I was sitting there and I'm like, shit, why does my fucking shoulder hurt? And I'm like, damn, I forgot I dislocated it and my tendons was always messed up, so I always had to used to do all this X, Y, Z. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, I'm gonna just smoke. Like I don't want to pop the pills because like I got prescribed the oxys and stuff. Them shits is too strong. Like I would take one and my sister would be talking to me. I'd be like, oh yeah, Caleb, and just pass out. Like I was like, nah, I'd rather just smoke some shit and still be up. Worst case, I'll be hungry or fall asleep.
And you know the thing about weed is it has its cons. You know, everything isn't perfect.
Yeah.
But that is in my opinion, I'm not a doctor, a way better alternative than opioids and fucking shoving all that shit down your throat.
Man.
When I had surgery on my shoulder, they gave me some shit. I don't even remember what it was. Them shits was fun. It's too easy. You know what I'm saying?
Too easy.
You sitting there on your couch,
then
you watching TV, you pop two of them things.
Then they'll sit there and they'll be like, we'll give you an unlimited prescription. And you sit there, you like, bro, I only need these for like this time I got out of surgery. I don't need them for this many years. Like, fuck you talk about? Like, you can stop that shit. Like,
and in the military, you go in there, you have surgery, you be like, hey man, I'm out. You know, more. Like you're saying, unlimited prescription, feed me more. I did one bottle, and then after that, I was like,
and they'll be like, oh man, you sure? Like, they'll try to offer it to you, and like you tell them no, and they get offended, and it's like,
it's pills scare me. Because I know there's like we were preaching balance before. There's a balance in your body. And that balance may be fucked up. That's why you need pills, right? For whatever's wrong with you. But it's like, man, what else is that shit doing?
Yeah, for real.
What's the side effects that's coming with this? And then it goes back to just being too easy. It's just you're sitting there and you're having a bad day. You pop two of them things.
You forget about everything.
And you're just a zombie sometimes. Depending on what you take.
Yeah, because like I said, I had the oxy, so I was really sitting there like just mid convo, I'll just pass out. And after my first, I can't lie, I got the other dose, I sold that shit. After that first dose, bro, I was sitting there and I was like, nah, like these is like, it was too strong.
Yeah. And
I was feeling too good to when I would wake up, I'm just sitting, I'm like, God damn, I'm like, I pop another, and I'm like, oh, I'm not that type of dude. Like, hold on.
When'd you get them?
This is 2016, my last surgery.
Okay, so how many surgeries did you have?
5.
And out of those 5, how many times were you prescribed some shit?
I was only prescribed oxy once, hydro 4 times.
See? And your first surgery was, how old were you?
15.
See, that's fucked up. I'm not going to say, hey, tell the 15-year-old smoke a bunch of weed either, but I'm like,
you can give a kid CBD. I'm not trying to be funny. Like that's what parents are giving
CBD,
like their kids,
rubbing it like on wherever the surgery.
That's what parents are giving their kids that are like doing chemo and stuff now. They're giving them CBD and stuff like that to like help with the pain and stuff. So I mean like the lotion and stuff like that and the oils. I don't think that's harming the child. Like
not at all.
Especially if they're really that sick.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Or what about the kids having seizures and shit? And
it helps with the epilepsy. It helps with the epilepsy and stuff like that. It helps people. Like and that's what they're failing to realize. So, and I'm still confused. Like, it's so legalized now. Why are these dudes still locked up for weed charges? All them dudes should be out by now. Yeah. Like, it ain't no. They're like, it's like, unless they had some other shit, and I get it. If there was just some weed, it's like, come on, bro.
How much weed can you have on you, when you get caught?
Now?
No, I'm saying back in the day, whenever, to justify them being locked up still.
Shit, back in the day, it was you had an ounce.
No, I'm saying now. Like, all right, homie got caught up with an ounce. He's doing X amount of years or whatever from back in the day.
Yeah.
Now, in our recollection of what weed is and how we feel about it, is like, if he had a pound, he should do a little bit, 10 pounds, 50 pounds, what is it?
I don't know. That's a good.
Like if homie had like 20 pounds, it's like all right, like you need to be in there a little bit.
Yeah, like it's like, hey man, or what you do, you make him pay a fine.
Oh, make him pay a fine.
Make him pay a fine. You make him pay a fine.
Depending on how long the time is.
Okay, you rather a dude have 20 pounds or you rather a dude have 20 birds?
Get the pounds for sure. Yeah, get the pounds for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Because them birds that ain't chirping, that's
Yeah, that's a whole different conversation and shit.
For real.
Yeah, man. I want to talk some real good shit with you. Basketball. Ooh. The reason why it's real good shit with you outside of you knowing your shit is the fact that the Warriors are going to be the Warriors again this year. I'm going to name you this starting lineup. That way the fans, they kind of know what y'all is working with. And then I want your opinion. But by Christmas, hopefully, y'all going to have Steph, Clay, Andrew Wiggins, Draymond, and James Wiseman. That's a squad. That's a squad right there.
I be trying to tell people, man.
The big question mark. How is Clay going to return? This dude doesn't rely on super athleticism. I want to see his lateral quickness around, on the court playing defense. The dude can shoot. He could be, when he was in a wheelchair, the homie was shooting and popping. You know what I'm saying? So that question mark is big.
Yeah, it's gonna be real interesting, like to see how Clay does. Cause I'll be real, like when you come off a big injury, it's different from when you're practicing compared to when you play that first game back. Cause you're gonna make a certain move that you usually don't do in practice that you're gonna do in the game.
Mm-hmm. Just off a natural instinct.
Yeah, just off a natural instinct. And once you do that and you find out you're all right, you're gonna be good. Mm-hmm. I feel like that. I feel like once he does a certain move that he usually don't do because he was scared to, and he doesn't, he like, all right, hold on. Oh no, it ain't giving. I'm good.
To remove that psychological pressure.
That'd be the main thing. Of like when you come back from injury, it's like, will I get hurt again? Mm-hmm. If you play like that, you're gonna play timid. You might get hurt again. You think about it so much, but if you just don't think about it, like. That's why I got hurt so much in high school. I always thought about getting hurt so much in high school. Yeah. I kept getting hurt. Then I got to college. I was like, fuck that. I'm just go do my therapy, do all this stuff. I'm not concerned about that. I ain't get hurt. Like, mm-hmm. And it was crazy.
Yeah. Because I think when you're timid and you're thinking about it, you, without even knowing, overcompensate.
Yeah, you overcompensate. Yeah.
So, your right ankle hurts and you know it. You're thinking about it. You're going to lean to the left.
Hard on the left.
And now next thing you know, the left is destroyed. Mm-hmm. So man, we're going to see. Because if Clay comes back and say he's 85% on the low end, the homie had ACL and then Achilles. So we don't know. Say he's 85% of the athlete that he was. That's still a motherfucking baller, right?
It is. I can't.
So, oh, man. I think the Warriors could be disgusting, bro. And not to mention, they just had the number 7 pick in the draft and the 14th pick. So y'all got some young talent coming off the bench.
It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting because, back, when we went through our dynasty run, there was role players. Mm-hmm. And, we got Iggy back, which is dope. But, we got these young dudes in. Can they put their ego aside and understand that they're this is my role of the team. This is what I got to do. When I'm called upon to make that play, I'm going to make that play. Mm-hmm. But I got to understand I'm not always going to be that dude.
Especially with these cats on this team.
So you know what I'm saying? If they can understand that and really understand that mindset early and just really get that role play going, like how the Spurs were back then. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You always had them young cats that come in, do their thing. Go out, Tim, Manu, Tony come in, do their thing. Boom, come out again. But they always maintain. And when they made them big plays, they made them. Yeah. But they understood. They didn't try to overdo it. So, if we got that understanding, I think we'll be straight.
I think y'all got enough leadership on that team and, I guess, impactfulness for them young dudes to understand. You got Steve Kerr as your coach. Come on, that dude is... How many rings does Steve have? 8?
He was on the 2 best teams
ever.
Yeah. He coached one of the best teams ever and played on one of the best teams
and
ever.
then he played and coached under Greg Popovich. This dude is that guy.
Yeah.
Then you also got Steph, Clay, Draymond, those guys that demand a lot of respect because of their credentials and the way they carry themselves. You're going to have 2-3 young guys saying, yes, sir, you know what I'm saying, after every sentence and shit. Y'all going to be straight.
Yeah.
How do you see them stacking up in the West?
The West is never easy, so it's gonna be It's gonna be a dogfight, but like that's why I like the West though, because the West is so competitive. That's what makes it great. So like, you know, of course you want the easy walk, but like, you know, we understand in this year like Lakers coming back with like Bron, AD, Russ, Rondo, all them. You know, Phoenix is coming back. We're coming back. Like, you know, Timberwolves is not shitty. Like, you know, teams are starting to evolve and, like, you know, really turn the tables and stuff. So it's going to be interesting. You still got Kawhi and the Clippers with Paul George and all them. So it's going to be.
Kawhi's out.
Oh, he's out?
He tore his ACL.
Oh, shit.
I think he's out for.
Ooh, I forgot about Utah, though.
6 months.
I forgot about Utah, though, too.
All right, so, yeah, I'm going to name some teams. And you tell me if you think we'll go through the regular season first, kind of get a seed in, then I'll give you some matchups for the playoffs. All right, that's taking too long. I'll do it off memory. Lakers, higher or lower?
High.
You think they're gonna be above the Lakers?
Who?
The Warriors.
Oh, nah.
All right, you tell me Warriors higher.
Oh,
or
okay.
Lower. All right, so Lakers. Let's see, the Jazz.
Maybe because you don't know what type
They're a
of
good regular season
Yeah, they're
team.
a good regular season team, but they ass in the postseason. They always been like that though, so probably not.
The Suns.
I don't know because they had that good ass season last year. I don't know how
I don't
they.
think they're gonna be that good.
I don't know. They kind of
got.
got exposed in that final, so we might be going back and forth. That might be our fourth or fifth. That might be the fourth or fifth.
The Mavs.
We're gonna pop their ass.
Yes.
I'm sorry, Luka. We're gonna fuck you
The
up.
Nuggets. They got a bad motherfucking team, man.
When Jamal Murray come back?
I'm not sure. Maybe. Let's say February. All-Star break. He comes in just in time to start revving up for the playoffs. It don't matter about the regular season.
If he come late, we're gonna pop their ass. I'm sorry.
All right.
If he come late, we're gonna pop their ass.
All right, I got you. All right, so I think we're pretty much agreeing. I think the Warriors gonna be like middle of the pack in the West.
Yeah.
Because they're gonna be better than the Trailblazers. They're gonna be better than the Mavs. They're gonna be better than the Clippers without Kawhi. Right there, that's like 3-4 teams that's in the playoffs. So
what do you think Dame should do?
he should leave. I know people like Dame, Allen Iverson and shit, right? They need a ring.
He do, man. I'm sorry.
Dame, leave, bro.
He really do, and like it'd be frustrating the hell out of me. Like he really dropped 55 that night, and they still fucking lost. Like your team couldn't come through for a couple buckets. Like, bro, I need 2 layups from y'all. That's it. 2 layups
That dude put on one of the best games I ever seen in my life.
in the postseason. When it mattered.
Mm-hmm.
When it mattered, and your boys couldn't roll through for you. That's like the worst feeling, bro. Like,
Y'all can't do shit.
Like, man, I really would walk in the locker room and just be like, man, just don't wear no more Adidas around me. What? Like, just don't, nah. Don't do none of this shit. It ain't your time. It's time for you to go. Like,
For real.
I'm sorry, CJ.
The thing that's, sorry, CJ, you're a hooper, but you're just not the guy next to him. I think the bigger issue with them is that Dame had that, the controversy around him. We don't know how much is real, how much was false, coming from the media. But then you pair that up with their off season.
Trash.
They didn't do nothing good.
I would be out. I'm sorry, bro. I'll be sitting there like, I'm gonna keep my crib up here, love y'all, but
what did they do?
Man.
They lost Melo. They got a decent signing?
We don't even know his name. That's how you know it don't matter.
Yeah, I said decent. When the Lakers are trading KCP, Kuzma, and Montrezl Harrell for Russell Westbrook, and y'all are bringing in fucking player not yet named, you know what I'm saying? We don't even know the homie, right?
From the Warriors back in the day.
I'm about to look it up because this is fucked up. What you think? How you feel about Dame and being there? Oakland native, your guy.
it's just hard because I root for him heavy, but it's like, you know, it's time. He got to shake, bro. Like, he got to shake, or they really have to get somebody else. Because CJ is not a bad hooper. He's not, but he's just not the answer to that problem. He might be a great asset, but he's still not the answer. Mm-hmm. Dame needs somebody else that he could kick out to. Fucking 10 seconds left, and know that the motherfucker gonna hit something. Like,
all right, so I'm gonna go over these names. These are the people that either went somewhere else, got traded, whatever. Zach Collins, pretty good baller. Carmelo Anthony to the Lakers. Enes Kanter went to the Celtics. Derrick Jones Jr. went to the Bulls, right? All right, so...
Old boy went to Toronto. Gary Trent.
Yeah, man, so as I was saying, these are the people that they added. And the name that I couldn't remember earlier was Larry Nance. They got Larry Nance Jr. Larry Nance Jr., he's a solid role player. Ain't that
old boy that good?
That could bang.
Yeah.
Pops is in the league. Pops could bang and shit. Mm-hmm. He's not the fucking answer. One move that they did make was re-sign Norman Powell, 5-year, $90 million contract. That dude could hoop. He could hoop.
I thought Norman went to... Oh, no. He came from Toronto. I'm tripping. Yeah.
Other than that, man, that's it. So you're telling me that Norman Powell and Larry Nance Jr. are the answer for the Nuggets, the Lakers, the Clippers, the Warriors, the Mavericks? No. What are you doing? They want to lose this motherfucker. They're basically saying, hey, Dame, we appreciate you.
He like Calvin Johnson on the Detroit Lions.
A waste of career.
Calvin
every
Johnson
player on
Detroit
the Lions. Yeah,
Barry Sanders.
So it's
Calvin Johnson, Matthew Stafford. And you see how Stafford doing now. He having fun. Like, he just having... You can see it, bro. He just having fucking fun.
He said, this shit, hey, I don't have to throw for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns for us to almost win the game.
Yeah.
He said, I just fucked up and the defense just scored 14 points and fucking Aaron Donald just came and tapped me on the shoulder and it was a wrap.
Yeah, it's all good, bro.
It's like, come on, bro. You guys need to do something. They should have shot for the fences and threw everything at somebody. When James Harden was out there, fuck the fit. You go get the guy and then worry about it afterwards. You know, Ben Simmons, they should have been made a move with him.
He's tricky.
He's not tricky. People are... All right, so the psychological aspect of him not shooting when he's supposed to shoot is big, right? But other than that, like, the homie is a hooper.
I think my shooting percentage is better than his. And I ain't never played an NBA game.
Hey, Jason Kidd was great the first 6-7 years in the league when he couldn't shoot for shit.
Yeah, he's just, like, there you go.
And people forget
it worked back then. But it worked back then.
Yeah. Was he 23, 24?
Yeah.
The homie just needs to get his ass in gear and fucking get out there and
but
practice.
that type of gameplay doesn't work. It works, but it's not like as effective now as it was back then. You feel me? Because like, you know, the court now fucking once you get past half court now, it's like free reign now.
All right, what about a position change though? Instead of threes, tell him to play, you know, pull out from mid range a little bit, get a little bit of spacing. Yeah.
Like,
but
I say free throwing in. He should really hone in on that. Like, for real.
Stop shooting left, start shooting right.
Yeah,
Bron does it, works for him. But you know, that's just another example.
You know what Bron gonna do? If he sets up at the top of the court, this motherfucker set up at the top. You already know what he gonna do. He gonna get a pick, gonna roll down. Either he gonna pop that bitch or he gonna wait and that dude gonna roll alley oop, or he just gonna drive it, get a foul. You can't stop it though. You can't stop it. And you know what's going to happen. Or he does that dumbass move where he'll dribble. It's just pull it. I don't know how he makes that shot.
The shit when he looks to the side.
Yeah, like he'll just be sitting there dribbling and be like, and just pull it. But it works. Like, you know, he gotta find something that's going to help him score. Like, seriously.
That's one thing that I scratch my head on about all the time with professional athletes is the lack of progression. Because it's like, dude, what the fuck have you been doing for the last 5 years, you know? Like, you haven't gotten better in 5 years. You got complacent. Now, if Ben Simmons is a complacent player, the person that he is now is capable to go out and give you 8 to 12 points, 10 assists, 10 rebounds, plays great defense 1 through 5. That's a solid player. That's a good starter. That's better than any player on the Blazers. CJ McCollum is a baller. But I feel like in terms of championship aspect, I feel Ben Simmons is a better piece than CJ next to Dame. You know, you put CJ with Giannis and just let CJ fucking do his thing, and he's that perfect piece. But not next to somebody that does something you do already. You know what I'm saying? And the lack of big men in the middle or the injuries is killing the Blazers over the years. I feel like they should have restarted.
They have no big man.
Because Zach Collins is a baller. And then what's the other tall white dude that they got too?
He was 27.
He's good.
Nurkic. Yeah.
He's a fucking baller.
Yeah.
Injuries killed him, right? But these guys got to step up, because if not, I'm looking at Dame and Dame, it's time. You like 32, 33 years old almost. You need to go get yours.
Yeah.
You don't need to retire with a championship, but you're going to appreciate it. And in terms of your legacy, I want these young fuckers coming up to remember who the fuck Dame was. And it sucks that sometimes that to get solidified, you got to have a ring. You know, how many people is already forgetting about Charles Barkley because he ain't got a ring, but Charles was a baller. So, oh man, I feel like they need to either trade him and get a big haul back and restart. You know, that worked for the Nuggets early on when they traded Melo and got that big ass haul back. A lot of good solid pieces and draft picks. And now they built that into this. So it works. It's a long-term plan, but it's like, do you want to be decent with a pissed off superstar for 3 to 4 more years? Or do you want to gamble and either bring somebody over here that may not work and then he's pissed off and he leaves, or just say, fuck it, trade him and get a whole restart?
And honestly, at this point, they should just restart. Because, like, Portland, it seems like they do that every time. Like, even when they had that Brandon Roy and Greg, like, all that team back, they was fire back then.
That was a
they just got hurt.
Again,
they got
bro.
Same. It's like the same situation.
Because imagine a squad: Greg Oden, LaMarcus Aldridge, and Brandon Roy.
I think it was like 60-something games. They won 50 of them. Like, it was something crazy. Mm-hmm. But, like, it's injuries. But then at the same time, they never capitalized off that. Like, when one of your superstars go down, like, that was the difference between, like, the Bulls and all them. When somebody was fucking up, somebody always stepped up at the same time. Yeah. So, like, that's the difference to where it's just like y'all see y'all dudes balling out. You telling me I get paid all this fucking money. You can't hit a 15-footer 3 times? Like, just
for real, man.
Like, that be the thing that just trips me out. But then at the same time, some, like you said, dudes get complacent. They got money. Mm-hmm. At the end of the day, they like, regardless, I'm going to be rich. Some dudes think like that. You think I care what these people say?
Well, Kobe said when he came into the league, he thought when he got to the NBA, that's when the real work was about to happen, right? He said, man, I got up there and these motherfuckers are sitting on their ass lazy as fuck, complacent. They got money. They made it already. Mama, I made it. I got drafted. I'm here, right? He said, man, this shit was a piece of cake. I went in there and just busted my ass and it showed. So I wonder how, like, what's the percentage of athletes that are complacent? They make it. They get drafted in the first round, or they taste the championship success early on and then they just fade out. I'm saying at least half.
Yeah.
If not more. I feel like I'm being nice. 70%. Yeah, I feel like I'm being nice.
Like 65, 70%. Like, honestly. Because, like, you know, like, you really look at it, there's not a superstar on every team. Mm-hmm. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'd say about 65, 70%.
It like, just, you honestly, know, hard work is everything. It just goes to show, all right, everybody can't be number one. You got drafted number 1 overall for a reason. How many number 1 overall picks, Anthony Bennett, don't even last a second? All right, you showed that you had talent.
Who's the old boy that got drafted in front of Reggie Bush?
Matt Leinart?
No,
did he go
Mario something to the Texans?
Mario Williams.
I think it was like to the Texans though.
Yeah,
remember? And like, you know, like you know what I'm saying.
He was solid for a while.
Yeah, but like
Reggie didn't have much more success than him.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying. So like a lot of these first round picks is like,
it's not a for sure thing. Mm-mm. It's that hard work that comes in. Yeah. Then you have players like Kobe that got drafted in the teens. Giannis got drafted in the teens. Like, you're telling me when the Bucks drafted Giannis in wherever he got drafted, 13, 14, whatever it was, they were like, oh man, this is gonna be a defensive player of the year, multi-time MVP. They seen
NBA Finals like, MVP.
That was the peak of what they were thinking. I know, but he didn't just naturally just get good. You know what I'm saying?
Charlotte is kicking themselves in the ass. That's like an internal, like, that's like an internal burn. Like, you draft Kobe, you draft Bean, And you just said
for Vlade Divac, a serviceable center in the league.
I know they sitting there. I know whoever that GM is. I know he's just sitting there, just like.
But did he have a choice?
You got a choice, man. You got a choice. You got a choice. You the GM, man. You got a choice.
I'd have been like, "Fuck you, bro. Pay your dues.
Like,
we want you."
Yeah.
I'd have been trying to like persuade his ass. We want you.
Yeah, like that's like this. Like, man, motherfucker, like we just gonna pay you this. I'm
gonna give you $1 million on the side. Fuck it. Look.
Like, what you need, man? You need a Benz right now. You need a Bentley. You know, I got it. It's outside. You can take my car. Got a little bit of mileage on it, but it's good.
For real, it's only 32,000.
That's like Eli Manning when he first got drafted. The Chargers wanted him at first. He was like, nope.
He was like, nope.
He said nope, but he could do that because who his brother was.
Yeah, that's fucked up. That don't mean and his pops Hall of Famer too. Shit.
Dead ass.
But Eli with LaDainian Tomlinson and Antonio Gates, I wonder how that would have been versus
I feel
Phillip
like that would
Rivers.
have been.
Or even Drew Brees. What if Drew would have stayed?
Yeah, I feel like the Chargers kicking themselves in the ass too for that.
But they had 2 back-to-back Hall of Fame quarterbacks, Phillip Rivers, Drew Brees. So it's like either one, they was gonna be straight.
Drew got the ring though.
He got the ring, and I feel like, and the Saints were shit for the first like 7 years he was with them.
Shit. Well, no, they got to the Super Bowl that 3rd, 4th year when he was with them. I think.
We'll check that out, man. We'll fact check that on the side. Bro. They were because they were in my division, bro. I remember they were
ass beforehand. Yeah,
I'll say for like five-ish years.
Yeah, Aaron Brooks and all them beforehand. Shout out to Aaron Brooks, my big cousin. But like, man, ass. Like they was Saints was
Joe
the
Horn.
eights. Yeah. Deuce McAllister.
Deuce in the backfield. He was a beast. Yeah, man, but they were straight either way. We're jumping all around, man. But anyways, Elijah back on the pod, talk. Man, in the new room. I'm going to have to get you on a horror pod. I still haven't done one yet. We're going to shift the cameras this way. You know how to shit in the back. But, yeah, man, new project, 7, dropping just on your birthday, right? December
Around
7th?
my birthday, so be ready for that.
What's your birthday? December 9th?
Yep.
9th. Hey, man, look at me. I'm remembering this shit. Call me a friend.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hey, man, but I'm excited for this project. I'm excited for the videos you got coming out. Before we cut it, I want you to talk about the video you just shot and recorded to the song Perfect. That shit is hard. Whoever the cats are that were in the song with you, next time they come to Vegas, get on the pod. They're fire. I'm fucking with their sound. And then, you put your swag onto it. This song is hot. You got a video. I feel like that could be a banger. Go ahead. Tell people about that.
My boy CB5, I was on a project with Lost Legends, and it was hella artists collaborated on this project. Then he's doing a little EP as well. Same type of setup though with multiple artists, but it's just not as many songs. So he hit me up to knock out this track. Funny part is I never met the dude that I did the song with at all until we went and shot the video. And that was the dope part.
Yeah.
But he hella cool, bro. We was just kicking it the whole day, smoking, drinking, chilling. We really had a good ass day. So I'm really excited about that track because my boy CB5, man, really that dude, man, when it comes to really composing and putting artists together. He has that sound and knows what person should be on what instrumental. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Who should be here to do harmonies and stuff like that. He just, I call him our generation Quincy Jones. That's what I call him.
Tell him to get on the pod too.
Yeah.
Shit.
Oh yeah. No, I'll tap in with him for sure. And he be laughing when I say that, but that's the truth, bro.
Yeah.
The video, I don't know when it dropped. I don't know when the song dropped. Honestly, it was supposed to come out October 1st, but stuff got pushed back because of the cover art and little stuff like that.
Cover art is a bitch.
It's a motherfucker. But when it do come out though, it's gonna be the song and video. Y'all gonna like it. LijahT first appearance, so it's gonna be dope.
All right, man, that's going to be cool. Whenever I find out, when you let me know when that drops, I'll make sure I go and edit this and put it in the description, put the link in there.
Oh, yeah.
Because the song is hot. And maybe if I'm lucky, man, I'll talk to all of y'all and I can get maybe a 3/4 second snippet sound and throw it into the episode somehow.
Well, like we said, we're supposed to go to LA in October, so
all right, man, we gonna see.
In October, so I need some Church's chicken too anyway.
Oh shit, I'm ready to go eat, man. We out, man.
Yes, sir.